Hey you guys, it's Josie. Welcome back to my channel. So I need some apple butter for one of the recipes I need to make, but I'm not about to pay $17 for a jar of apple butter. I'm going to go ahead and make it myself. So I just went ahead and got these apples at the store, and I'm going to do this in the crock pot. So I'm going to go ahead and start early this morning. But first you need to peel, core, and slice up your apples. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you need 5 pounds of apples. This is not a canning recipe. However, if you wanted to can this, you can, but you have to use a different recipe because there's different sciences and stuff like that to it. I only need like a cup full of this, and then whatever else I have left over, I'm just going to put it in the fridge. We don't use this very often, so there's no point of me making a whole bunch to can or anything like that. So I got my apple cutter and slicer and all that core, and I think I'm just going to use this to do this part, and then I will peel down myself. I just think it's probably easier doing it like this. And I'm going to go ahead and get my crock pot bowl. I'm just going to put this to the side, so whenever I get done peeling them, I can just put them straight in here. And then also I got a bowl so I can put all of my scraps and stuff in, so I can take it to compost easier. So having that apple core and slicer makes it a lot easier. You want some apple? Yeah. Here you go. Say thank you. You say thank you? Thank you. And you can use any kind of apples that you want for this. Of course, you wouldn't want, I don't think you would want green apples, but I'm using Honeycrisp. Some people use Gala, some people use Fuji. It's just whatever your preference is or whatever you might have on hand already. Okay, you guys, so this is all I have to do at this very moment. So whenever I get done with this part, then I will bring you back and show you what's next. I have all the cores and skins in here that I'm going to take to compost. And now we need to finish up the apples. So I have all the apples in here. And now to this we want to add in a cup of brown sugar. Okay, so now we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And now we're going to add in a ½ teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And now we're going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And then we are going to need just a pinch of salt. And then we want to stir this really well. Just to try to get the apples incorporated with all of the different spices and sugar that we have in here. I know there are some recipes that you can leave the skin on and just blend it up really well, but I've never made this before, so I just didn't want to take that chance personally. But that would make it a lot easier if you could just core them and slice them and that's it. So now I'm just going to put this on in the crock pot for on low for 8 to 10 hours or on high for about 5 hours. I'm probably going to do the high setting for 5 hours, so later on I can do what else I need to do. But I will bring you back to show you what it looks like whenever it's done. Okay, you guys, so we had some family come over and I was trying to finish this up while they were here because it was the 5-hour mark and I wanted to go ahead and get this done so I can go ahead and get it to cool off before I have to do another recipe with it. So right here I'm just using my immersion blender to blend it all up to make it really nice and smooth. You could also use your blender if you don't have one of these, but this was just so much easier without having to take that hot liquid and put it into my blender. I could just do it right here in the crock pot without having to dirty anything besides what was already dirty, which was a crock pot, and then the immersion blender, which is it, and it doesn't splatter near as much as what a blender could possibly do. But I'm just trying to get all the clumps up and do that, and also try to listen to my family in the background as well, and you will see the finished product in a second. Okay, you guys, so the apple butter is done like I showed you, and it's really, really good. I cannot wait to use it in my recipe. And then also I think since I'm going to have extra from another recipe that I'm going to be doing later on, I think I'm going to put these in some Pop-Tarts. I think that would be really good. And soon I'm going to be doing some Pop-Tarts with my jam, so I thought it would be a great idea to do it with this apple butter as well, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. This was super easy to do. Didn't take hardly any time to do it, and it beats paying $17 a jar for it at Walmart or something like that, or so, even somewhere local. I can just make it with some apples and it'd be fine. And then all the other stuff, you usually have that on hand. Of course, it would have been even better if I could have fresh apples from like a tree, like from my house or a local orchard. However, I haven't had very much luck finding a local orchard for apples yet, but hopefully soon. But thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.